and Erich Froelich. And you can see coming in the corner, there is Erich Froelich, just once again slipping off the thongs that he wears. He wrestles barefoot. And, of course, he's up against his opponent, Mr. Pro from the U.S. Midwest. 237 pounds. The bell is gone, and we are underway with our first match of the day. Should be a good one. Mr. Pro and Erich Froelich, both of them relatively clean wrestlers. Neither one of them noted for particularly breaking the rules, as it were. Mr. Pro currently in possession of the Canadian Heavyweight Championship belt. However, there is some question with regard to whether, in fact, he's got it legally, and he's going to have a rematch against Mr. Tomko, Al Tomko, to keep that belt or lose that belt, as the case may be. So Mr. Pro a little less than happy about that situation. Doing a little practicing up for that return match against Mr. Tomko with Erich Froelich. Erich Froelich from Germany, 225 pounds. Very competent wrestler. Wrestling now against Mr. Pro. And, of course, Mr. Pro from the United States Midwest, 237 pounds. Fairly evenly matched. And look at this one. As Erich Froelich manages to walk on his shoulders, walks himself over to the ropes. Our referee is Vern Siebert. Vern, of course, an accomplished wrestler himself, does a little bit of refereeing. Currently in the ring. And once again, it looks as though Erich Froelich getting right over to the ropes. No, gets maneuvered back the other way by Mr. Pro. Mr. Pro and Erich Froelich sitting alongside me at our broadcast location. A fellow who all our fans at All-Star Wrestling know quite well, comes from Kelowna, British Columbia. Kevin Jeffries. Kevin?
Hi, Ed. How you doing?
Very well, thanks. And how are things in Kelowna these days?
Just great, Ed. I just wanted to mention that on October 1st in Kelowna that the midgets will return to Kelowna, and a special treat for all the kids there under 12, accompanied by an adult, will be admitted free to see the world-famous midget wrestlers.
And that's in Kelowna.
October 1st in Kelowna.
October 1st in Kelowna. Certainly our wrestling fans up Kelowna way to take advantage of that.
They sure will, Ed. And also, you know, any club organizations and schools and that would like to see the All-Star Wrestlers and make a little money for different events in their school, just give us a call here at the station. We'd love to come in.
Certainly we'll pass that kind of information along, and the station that Kevin's referring to, for those of you watching from out of town, Kevin is referring to BCTV, Burnaby, British Columbia. And of course, we've mentioned to you many times before, you can drop us a note to All-Star Wrestling, Post Office Box 8888, Vancouver, BC. And there you can see the address on the screen. Zip code B6B 4A3. We'd love to hear from you. Whether you'd like to have shows in your town or anything along that line. I understand you're going to be doing a little traveling in the next little while, Kevin.
Yes, we will, Ed. On the 22nd, return to Chilliwack. The 23rd in Victoria. The 24th, Campbell River. The 25th in Cloverdale. The 27th in Castlegar. Trail, the 28th. Nelson, the 29th. Omak, Washington, the 30th. And, of course, Kelowna on the 1st. And tonight, we're in Penticton. Should be a good card there tonight.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kevin Jeffries.
Thank you, Ed.
Going to be on the tour himself. Erich Froelich and Mr. Pro putting on the kind of match that we would expect from these two. Good, hard wrestling. And once again, our fans here in the studio audience are applauding the wrestling. See these two work out as well as they can. Both of these fellas in absolutely excellent shape. Tough, accomplished wrestlers. You can see right now, Erich Froelich has the headlock on Mr. Pro. And here's a little bit of experience from Mr. Pro. Walk on that one up. And Mr. Pro working some forearm smashes right into the back. Actually along the side, I suppose, side muscles of Erich Froelich. Look at that. Up and over and around they go. Mr. Pro figured that he had him, but got him up in the air, and of course Froelich comes back very, very quick. Yeah, good look there at Erich Froelich. Still working the headlock on Mr. Pro. Mr. Pro using that strength to put Erich Froelich over on the side. He's actually got the shoulders there. Now can he hold him down? Vern Siebert getting a 1 count. Very hard to hold down a guy like Erich Froelich. He is slippery. And Mr. Pro trying very hard to keep it down. And Mr. Pro very, very popular with the fans. Wrestling fans throughout the All-Star Wrestling area. As is, of course, Erich Froelich. Our fans kind of wondering just how to handle this situation because they've got 2 of their favorites in that ring right now. Here's Erich Froelich. He's going to have to try to get out from underneath Mr. Pro, and while doing it, turn Mr. Pro over. See if he can pin those shoulders. There's Pro working it back the other way. Froelich all the way over the top. And once again, going to work that headlock if he can. Be just a little careful not get too close to the ropes. Vern Siebert, our referee, keeping a close eye on the situation. 10-minute time limit in this match. And we have 6 of them away now. Whoa, look at that. Erich Froelich. I wouldn't even know what to call that one. He just seemed to be able to walk on air as he went up and over the top. And now has Mr. Pro down on the mat in that headlock. Here's Pro coming back the other way. Mr. Pro trying to work head scissors. Couldn't quite do it. In fact, the other way. A knee drop to the back. Erich Froelich very quickly pulls the legs out from under Mr. Pro. As they look him over very, very carefully. 2 very accomplished wrestlers here. Nice to watch this kind of wrestling action. Erich Froelich, Mr. Pro, you know what's going to happen here. And each one too smart for the other. And look at this. Mr. Pro, and he does it. He gets a 3 count on Erich Froelich. Mr. Pro, in the 8th minute, gets the 3 count and does it well on Erich Froelich. A nice match, nice clean match between Erich Froelich and Mr. Pro. We'll go down ringside and have a quick talk with Mr. Pro.